Okay, so this is my like 6th attempt at this video, because every time I do this video, something happens. The first time, my phone goes ahead and cuts off on me. Second through the rest of the times, my mother kept calling me, interrupting the videos. I have to keep starting over. So that's just fine and dandy. And no, she calls every time I'm near the end of the video to mess everything up. So you know something, guys? I'm doing this one just because I love you. And you know something? I only got that 1 subscriber. Hope it goes up sooner or later, but it will. But guys who actually watch my channel and don't subscribe, who just watch my channel, this video's for you. But you know, if you're not a wrestling fan, I don't think you should watch this. But okay, Gamerborn here, and this is a video talking about 3 of the major wrestling companies in America, and that's WWE, TNA, and Ring of Honor. Before I get to that, let me talk about for all you Black Ops 2, Black Ops Zombie Storyline fans. I'm sorry that I can't post out the videos. I don't think I will. Sorry, excuse me, because anytime I try to, the videos are too long, so I'm not going to be able to do it. If I do it any other time I can and figure out a way how I can, I will. But until then, guys, I'm sorry, no Black Ops storyline. And hopefully I'll be able to get my man's KTD Gamer in, and like he'll say the storyline probably 10 times better than I ever could. So that'll be good. But now let's talk about wrestling. We'll first go to TNA, and I'm going from what I believe is doing the worst job to the best job. TNA's doing the worst because they're doing the same old thing. They have the same old groups, and with the same old groups, well, no, not even the same old groups. They keep making groups, and that's the problem. TNA keeps making groups, and that's what messes it up, because it's the same old things. And wrestling fans, we don't like seeing the same old things. We like seeing things that are new. We like seeing things that are original, and that's fun for us. That's fun for us to see. Like, what do you want to see every week? You want to see main event Mafia and Aces come out and talk crap to each other and start fighting? Or do you want to see, Austin Aries versus AJ Styles? Great match. And then after that, see something like, I don't know, trying to think of a match. Something like Magnus and Samoa Joe get back together as tag team, win the tag team titles. Who knows? We just want to see something that be different and original. TNA, you're messing up. Come on. And then you give Bully Ray the world title back. Why would you give Ray the title back? He doesn't deserve it. Keep it with Saban. That man's been there since day one. If there's any SOB that deserves that more than Saban, that's AJ Styles. That's the man who basically innovated that company that you're going to release. God damn, you messed up. Alright, now let's go to WWE. WWE, they're doing perfectly fine. They're doing perfectly fine because they got some good talent. They got some great people coming in. They got the Shield, and the Shield, they're great wrestlers. I love those guys. Believe in the Shield. Now, they got Brad White and the White family, or the Broad family, whatever they call it. And I love those guys. I love the sort of creepy, insane thing. I don't think they can wrestle that well. They might prove me wrong one day, but hell, I think that it's great. The thing that they messed up at, Randy Orton and the McMahons. See, because Daniel Bryan won the world title. Daniel Bryan was going to make awesome world champion. Make Randy come out. Triple H pedigrees Daniel Bryan. Randy walks in slowly, cashes in, wins the world title. Wins the WWE championship. McMahon and him and Triple H are just celebrating like a bunch of jackasses. And it annoys me, because think of this. Daniel Bryan, this man has walked into matches injured everywhere. This man has fought countless battles, and he has done amazingly. I'm not talking about Daniel Bryan, no Daniel Bryan, or hell, maybe Daniel Bryan. I'm not talking about goat face with the I'm talking about the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. And hell, let's go to WWE. We can talk about the yes and no Daniel Bryan. We can talk about goat face, because he's still a great wrestler, professional wrestler. And he got taken out by one pedigree. Not even a devastating one, not one-on weapon, just a pedigree. That's bullshit. And people on YouTube will watch this. They see me being young. I'm just about to turn 16, and I'm in 11th. They're probably thinking, you shouldn't be using those words. Let me just say in my opinion. I apologize if you think that, but that is BS. And then they're making McMahon storyline screw Daniel Bryan over one of the best wrestlers there. Come on, WWE. you came this close to winning back over. Because I was all for wrestling hiatus with Ring of Honor and TNA. Then I stopped with TNA. Then I went with PWG, then New Japan, then Chikara, then all this other stuff. And I came back to WWE, heard all this, and I'm like, well, screw you. Sound like Mark replied with that. Screw you. Love you, Mark. Big fan. I just think that's a horrible mistake they made. But come on now. WWE, you're doing good, but don't mess it up, because you can lose so much with that one mess up. Because I've been hearing so many people saying they're going to stop watching WWE. And I know y'all have millions to billions of viewers and everything. You're a multi-billion-dollar company, but come on. It could all mess up with you doing that one mistake. Now, let's go to Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is doing perfectly fine. They're an indie company. They're not that big like WTNA, but they're doing pretty damn good. They took the Briscoes out. Briscoes might come back. They might go to WWE. They might just stop wrestling. Who knows? But Ring of Honor, they took the Briscoes out because of some stupid stuff the Briscoes were doing, and their contracts were coming to expire, so that's why they did it. And then when you comes down to it, they're doing a World Title Tournament. Me and KTD Gamer were talking about it, and what we're talking about is, well, excuse me, about we'd be fine with whoever they choose, because this is the man we think they would choose. Michael Elgin. This man deserves a world title. He's been thriving for it. He's been fighting for it. Elgin deserves a world title. Hell, when there was Honor, not Ring of Honor, when it was Honor versus Scum, Michael Elgin was one of the last men to survive. That's why I think Michael Elgin, he should be world champ. I love that guy. He's a big dude that can do a few high-flying moves. He's strong. He's powerful. He shows me something new every time I see him, and even the old stuff he shows me, he hits it in a better way. One of the American Wolves, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards. Dude, those men are former world champions and still deserve to get it. Dude, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards, I can say these two are one of the most decorated tag teams ever, and those two can be called, one of them can be called the best in the world, and whether you call them best in the world, I'll agree with you 100%, because both of them deserve to be called it. Those two are some real good pro wrestlers. And let's see, we got Kevin Steen, Kevin effing Steen, fight, not kill Steen, fight. Dude, he deserves his world title back. He does. He's a good world champion. His moveset is violent, nasty, awesome, amazing. Dude, everyone loves and hates this man, and you have to. He's the guy that you either hate to love or love to hate. Dude, Kevin Steen, world champ, you gotta have him. And hell, this is one that came to a shock as both to me and KTD Gamer. No, more to me than KTD Gamer. But I agree with him on Adam Cole. Like, come on. Because I think it'd be a good storyline to get Steve Corino as Adam Cole's manager. Because technically Adam Cole wasn't in Scum, so they don't have to break up. So Adam Cole wins the world title, and he'd be world champion PWG and Ring of Honor, which would give him a lot of hype. It would help his career out a lot. At the same time, it would help Ring of Honor out a lot, because then they'd have a huge world champion on their hands, and they have him as a heel. Having Adam Cole as a heel, you have a lot of points on him, and having a heel champion would be really good right now. Because past few champions were face, as it went from Davey Richards, who was face, until Kevin Steen walked in, people started hating him. Then you had Kevin Steen, who was supposed to be a heel, but he was a face, and then you had Jay Briscoe, who was a face. So it'd be pretty cool to bring a heel back. So I'd love to see Adam Cole as a world champion. I'd love to see any of those guys as a world champion, because everyone who walks in that Ring of Honor ring, they deserves to be a world champion, except for Matt Hardy. But they deserve it. And Matt Hardy, he's a well-known name, and it's good for Ring of Honor. I don't like Matt Hardy that much at all, but I think it's really smart for Ring of Honor to put him in. So I guess this is the video, guys. This is just me basically giving out my opinions and talking about wrestling. A huge wrestling fan, and I guess this is Game of One out. Foos, roll, die.